Hey everybody, what is going on? Mellowlink here. Just wanted to come at you guys with the second part of my fundamental series, and this one's on conditioning. So just a quick recap for anyone who is new to the game, they're not sure what conditioning means. Pretty much means doing, when you want to land a certain move or setup or launch, pretty much do the opposite of what you actually want to land. So for example, if you want to land a launcher, you keep doing a low over and over until the opponent is quote unquote conditioned to duck because they want to block that low. Depending on the opponent, it's always different. For example, some opponents, you might hit them with 2 lows in a row and they're going to go for a low parry. So at that point you just do a quick mid or even a launcher if you're feeling risky. That's what we call conditioning. And if you successfully do this to an opponent, you pretty much have free reign of the match because they're focusing on defense, because they're obviously getting annoyed at the low or the mid, whatever's hitting them over and over, so they want to block that. And that's when you can actually use all different moves and just mix them up, because they will be so fixated on getting that block of that move that they won't be thinking about any other moves at all. So that's when, like, you know, strings and stuff like that, counter hit strings will land. So there's a few different examples of conditioning. What I like to do is the one I just mentioned, is lows. So like I'll poke someone a couple times, and then I'll run in with the same timing and see if they go to duck. If they do, I'll do a mid instead, just to see if they actually are paying attention in the match. Which brings me again to another quick point. If you are doing the same thing and the opponent's not blocking it, there's actually no reason at all to change, because the opponents like that, if they're not actually watching, they're actually impossible to condition because they don't even know, you know, maybe they do know, but they're actually not responding at all to it, so there's no reason to go to the next level of Yomi, you know what I mean? So you can do it with a low, maybe going into a stance and doing a 50-50, but usually stances can be fuzzied and things like that, so be careful with that. Counter hit timing as well, so you could do like a quick dash, back dash, and then go for, like, for example, a Brian back one, and then use that timing to work out when your opponent is going to press. So if you catch them with the counter hit, chances are, if they're paying attention, they're not going to want that to happen again, and they're going to be more careful, not press a button, and then you've got them scared, so then basically you can do what you want again because they're quote unquote conditioned. So what you can also do as well, which is what you're going to have to do against higher level opponents, is when you do something with the same timing, when you do actually cash in, you're going to have to do both options but with different timing, because a lot of the time when you make it look like you're going to do the same thing and the opponent responds and you do option B instead, usually at that point it's a 50-50, and because you've done both options, the opponent's pretty scared of which one it will be. So in that case, it will be fine. But with better opponents, what you're going to have to do is change the timing. So if you do a low, say you dash once and then do a low. Next time, you dash forward, wait for a second, and then do a low. Then you dash forward, back dash, do nothing, and then maybe next time do the low again. So that gets into your opponent's head thinking, okay, he's going to do the low. When will he do it? I know he's going to do it. And that, again, makes them focus on defense. So the one point I wanted to bring up as well is it's super important to break out of autopilot habits, because if you're just doing the same option over and over, the opponent will eventually work it out, and then they're just going to low parry or block it and then punish you for it. So that's why the conditioning is important. Like, the reason you're doing these moves is to trick the opponent and get them ready for the opposite of what you actually want to land. So that's basically what conditioning is. Hope you guys learned something here. That's all for now. Tune in for part 3. Take it easy for now, guys. Peace.